Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Charlie and today I'm so glad to announce that my iMac, my grape iMac, is finally working. So, if you didn't know, I made a 3-part video of trying to fix this thing and it was absolutely horrible because it didn't work. I replaced the board and it still didn't work and so on, and it was really difficult, but it's working now. So, I'm really happy about that, because I actually thought that I'd have to, like, replace the analog board and the CRT and everything, and it'd take me forever and stuff, and it would probably not work in the end. But guess what? It turned out to be a completely unrelated issue. So, here's what happened. So, I've been trying to get help for this, and somebody suggested to me that it was a firmware issue, and that actually could have, and I thought, that could actually be the case, because I tried installing the new operating system on it, and that was what killed it in the first place. So maybe the firmware was too old, and the install disk must have messed up my system, and that is exactly what happened. So one of the members on my Discord server linked me to this website, Mac OS 10 Hints. And this seems to be an issue that other people have had. So basically, it was actually really simple to fix. So you start up the screen dead iMac and let it boot into OS 9. Now for some reason the hard drive wasn't booting, so I put a original install disk in and it booted just fine. And wait until the Finder is loaded. So that's what I did. And you can guess pretty well by the sound of the hard drive. Then push the on and off button on the iMac for it to sleep. So then when it starts blinking, you mean it sleeps. That means when it's sleeping. So when the green LED turns to a blinking orange, yeah, that's how you know it's asleep. So to wake it up with you just wake it up with the keyboard stroke, and it worked. So yeah, basically apparently, this is only temporary until I install the new firmware on it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm still gonna be able to run Mac OS 9, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm so glad to finally see the screen again, because now I can actually use it. Because that was a huge problem, because I thought I'd have to like buy an external VGA monitor. I'd have to like do all this other voodoo magic, even buy another board. And the reason why when I switched the board it worked again was because that board didn't have didn't have any wacky firmware or anything on it. But when I tried installing it on that board, the wacky firmware came back and ruined that board too. So I might have to fix the other board in the future. It's still in my parts bin, but I'm gonna keep it the way it is for now, because I don't need it at the moment. So I'll just use it when I do need it. So this is rarely on like this, and as you can see, there's a pretty big black bar because I was messing with the brightness controls and stuff when the thing wasn't working. But once I get the firmware fixed, it's gonna be all good. So yeah, I'm gonna install the firmware, but now I'm so pleased that this thing's working now, and I hope you all are too, because it's been kind of a wild ride, and I'm just happy it worked out in the end. So yeah, that'll do it for this quick announcement that I wanted to make. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'd like to thank everyone who tried helping me, and everyone who helped me by sending links and everything, and everyone who just in general tried helping me along this hard journey. But we finally did it, guys, so I'm really thankful for that. So that'll do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, and goodbye. And after a successful firmware update, the iMac is now working again. As you can see, the colors, they're all perfect. Screen is not weird anymore. It's on. It turns on every time. So what happened was, as I said before, the new operating system messed up everything because the firmware wasn't correct. But I updated the firmware. The first couple tries, it didn't work, but I found an iMac firmware 4.1.9 on the Macintosh repository, And after downloading it and installing it, which wasn't actually too difficult, it works now. And I am so happy that it works now and I don't have to buy any more parts. So I might try putting OS 10 back on it in a later video if it works. But even if it doesn't work again, then I'll never try it again, and I'll just have to do the same thing over again. But the firmware's all updated, so it should work if I want to try it again. So yeah, so that'll do it for today's video. This was just a quick update, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.